In this video, we're going to be working on an iPad 7, 7th gen that came in for repair. This one is model number 82200, customer wrote backlight, but no display. iPad 7th gen, 32 gigs. The customer wrote, this is a failed screen digitizer replacement. I think when I removed some of the black tape from the motherboard to get a better view of the connectors, a capacitor or resistor may have came off with the tape. The retainer clip of the home button connector also broke when I disconnected the button from the cracked screen. Right next to the LCD connector port, you will see that one of the pads with 4 contacts is missing. I believe that to be the culprit. Now, based on the title of the video, I thought that we are only working on a backlight but no display issue. It looks like the customer also wrote that there's a problem with the home button. Let me take a look at the home button connector. And I do see a missing clip. Here, let me show you. I do see a ripped clip from that connector. There should be a clip that pushes down on the flex cable. It's not there. And as far as backlight but no display, I do see damage to this FEC connector, but the damage is only from the side. Oh, right there, right there. Look at this filter here. It's missing. We do see 1, 2, 3 filters there, but one of them is missing. And this filter will affect image on the screen. It has nothing to do with the backlight circuit, but it has something to do with image. We're going to have to replace this filter. I do have a donor board right next to me, and that's the one that we are looking at right now. We see 4 filters. And right now we have to be careful, because when we heat up this area to remove the filter, we have to worry about this plastic connector melting. We have to worry about this cable melting. We have to worry about this plastic connector melting, this plastic connector melting. So a lot of things can go wrong when trying to desolder a filter from this area of the board. What we can do is we can remove that cable from the customer's board. Right now I'm looking at the donor board, but we can remove the cable, take it out of the way. We can disconnect this one here and take it out of the way. 2 less things to worry about. And we can probably cover those connectors with maybe a Nintendo Switch shield I have right next to me. Just like that. And we're going to use a narrow nozzle. Right here, I'm using a narrow nozzle. If you have bought the hot air station from us and you are looking for different size nozzles, we carry 3 different sizes. You can buy all your tools from us, everything from original Amtech flux, hot air stations, soldering stations, thermal camera, power supply, voltage injection tool, grinding pan, tweezers, braid wick, whatever we use on our bench. For the most part, we carry and sell on our site. Order, check out, pay, and we almost always ship out same day. Okay, and airspeed down. We do not want components flying off the board. So we're gonna be grabbing the component with this super fine tweezer that you can also find on our site. We got it. That component is tiny. It looks big under the microscope, but it's tiny, really tiny. It's tiny to a point where I cannot control it. Look at the way it rolled up. We're gonna grab that component from the side. And that glue on top of the component is driving me crazy. Apply some alcohol. And we lost that component. Where is it? That's how tiny that component is. Let's remove that cable and also this cable here. And we lost it forever. That component is gone to the 9th dimension. What can you do? Gone to the 9th dimension. Grab the donor board again, and we're gonna grab another filter from here. But before I grab a filter, let's clean the filters with isopropyl. And if we try it now, right, and we are done. So let's see, are we gonna get an image? Are we gonna get an image? Yes, we do have an image. So the no backlight, or the backlight no image problem is fixed. Let's wait until it, oh, what happened? It just went off. Charging at 5 volts, 2.9 amps. Apple logo came back on. Let's monitor this for a few seconds. Oh, it went back off. So boot looping. The tablet is boot looping. Image is not the only problem, but there's something else going on. Maybe the battery connector is bad, because we do see a wrinkled battery on this tablet, and maybe when the customer or whoever worked on it attempted to disconnect the battery from the board, they damaged the battery connector pins. Maybe we're gonna have to remove the motherboard and look at the battery connector, and we'll take it from there. One problem after another. We'll see. Okay, so Big Boss removed the board. We looked at the connector on the back, and the problem is not the connector. So now we are trying another battery, and it looks like it's steady at 2.7 amps. It's not rebooting, not going down to 0. So the problem with rebooting is the battery. See, it's stable. It's not restarting anymore. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna replace the battery and try again. So we confirmed the problem is the battery. Right now, before we reassemble the tablet, let's go ahead and replace that home button connector on the board. There's no way around it. We have to replace the whole connector. And we cannot just replace the retainer clip. The clip is fit tight on the sides, and it's something that we cannot just take out and put here. We have to replace the whole connector, and replacing the connector is not really considered an easy job. And the problem is, the thing is, we have the charging flex cable that goes under that connector. So we're gonna have to separate that cable from the board so we can heat up from the bottom and remove that connector. We're gonna apply heat from the bottom. And now we're gonna prep the pads. Let's use our NF.mini pen. One of the best mini soldering pens in the market. I love it. Awesome. Now we need to grab a donor connector from the donor board. And where is our donor board? Right here. Nice. And that connector dropped. Great. I got it. It can run, but it cannot hide. And awesome. We got it. solid. And every pin is solid. We're done. All right, so I'm gonna hand this over to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back to finish the video. So the iPad is reassembled. We do see the image. The iPad is not rebooting. Charging at 1.8, it will go up. And iPad is disabled. It will be back up again in 5 minutes. That's okay. But I wanna see if the home button is working. Good. Button is working. Awesome. Awesome. That's it. We are done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, Big Boss. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll do something else in the next video.